Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and Vivo may have the best flagship phone out right now with their X300 Ultra that's co-engineered with Zeiss. They have a 200 megapixel main camera sensor. On top of that, the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset, a 6600 milliamp hour battery, and just a lot more. So we're gonna quickly take a look at what comes in the box, then of course get some hands-on with this new flagship from Vivo. Let's get started. The X300 Ultra from Vivo comes in black, white, and green. Now we're going to open the box, and I'll leave a little suspense on what color it actually is. Oh, never mind, no suspense needed. It does come with a case that matches the color that you get. Standard quick start guide, warranty info. You've got a SIM ejection tool, plus a USB Type-C to Type-C cable for charging, and that's it. I know some of you were already typing a comment saying, no adapter in the box, come on, but Vivo actually did include it. Obviously charging via USB Type-C. This is their Vivo Flash Charge, which charges up to 100 watts wired and 40 watts wireless. Sorry, there is a little plastic on the outside, so the charger itself is just a little bit more glossy than it had looked. And on to what you came to see, that Vivo X300 Ultra in the green color. Peeling this off. Ripping this off, I should say. Let's just slide it on out. Ooh, it's a really cool two-tone green as well. Anyways, I'm going to boot this phone up for the first time. While it turns on, let's take a closer look at this hardware. Down at the bottom is where that SIM card slot is. A couple microphones, USB Type-C port, and one of our speakers. Flat sides overall, so a lot of real estate to hold on to. Power button and volume rockers right above it. Make note, there is a fairly big-sized camera bump on the back because of that crazy hardware that's included. We'll get to that. Up towards the top there, another one of our speakers. Along the left side, just those antennas. And a close look at the back. It does say Vivo right there in the corner, and moving along up towards the top, you got the flash in the corner here, and then there is this crazy camera system. In the upper right is that 200 megapixel telephoto lens. The bottom left is where that 200 megapixel main lens is. And of course the bottom right is where the 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens is. Just want to point out there is some text on the back camera and texture as well. So the bottom and top have text. Our phone is fully booted up. I'm going to run through the start process, talk about anything that's noteworthy. You have the option for fingerprint and face unlock. This is an in-display ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. I want to point out there is a pre-installed screen protector. I'll show that off a little more in detail in just a second, but just lifting, setting our thumb down. The haptic feedback is fantastic, extremely premium. You can add more if you'd like. Of course, running Android, Gemini is your personal AI assistant. Welcome. Enter Origin OS, which is Vivo's skin on top of Android. We are all set up and ready to go. Ooh, I can already tell it is buttery smooth out of the box. That display looks great. I would recommend leaving that pre-installed screen protector on. However, always satisfying. This is a 6.82-inch 1440p display, up to 144 hertz refresh rate. Going into display settings, let's check out a few options that you have. That eye comfort and protection goes beyond just warming the screen. You also have sleep comfort mode, anti-fatigue, brightness, adaptive color, and full PWM. I know this is a big deal for a lot of people, so it's nice that it's included. Scrolling down, you can change the screen colors, professional, bright, or natural. The refresh rate, it's on smart out of the box. You can crank it all the way up to 144 hertz and customize which apps take advantage of that, or you can bump it down to 60 hertz if you'd like to save some battery. Also, out of the box, screen resolution is set to 2772 by 1260, so if you want to take full advantage of that 1440p resolution, you have to actually go into settings and enable it after setting up your phone. You do get a crazy 6600 milliamp hour battery, so I'm expecting battery life to be top tier on this phone. Also want to point out, while using and holding the phone, you sort of have to wedge your pointer finger in there to use it one-handed, and even then it's still a little bit top heavy because of that camera module. Also, testing out that fingerprint scanner, it's extremely quick, extremely accurate, very nice haptic feedback as well. Obviously the screen doesn't need to be on, but but really impressed. I'm gonna mix it up and go outside and take a couple pictures, but opening the camera for the first time lets you know you have a new toolbox, zoom button styles, zoom ratios, and street photography experience. All right, let's test out this crazy triple camera setup. Opening the camera app, just want to snap some pictures for the first time. Shutter speed is extremely quick, going to that ultra wide angle. Ooh, I like that kind of animation. It looks really smooth compared to some other phones. You'll notice they do focal lengths down at the bottom, so 35 millimeters, that main lens, 85 millimeters, 170, 230, and then you can go all the way up to 2,412 millimeters. Didn't mean to do this, but select your portrait effect with none, natural, or radiant. Going back into it, let's zoom in all the way up to 2,412 millimeters. That's pretty crazy that it's focusing that fast. And look at, whoa, look at the end result of that picture. That is insane. And just to show off that focus, you'll see in the upper left, it lets you know what you're looking at, but look at how quick it shifts to the ground. And then if I go up, it will shift that focus to that other object that's much closer. So it's kind of crazy impressive, honestly. And obviously after you take the picture, it does sharpen it quite a bit. It looks really good. All right, a lot more to it. Portrait, landscape, and night photography, which is nice. Another street photographer mode, which is all new. It will be a ton of fun to test those out. I do want to go into video, however, because there's a ton of different options. Log, 4K, all the way up to 8K 30 frames per second, 4K 120, but 4K 120, I'm using the ultra wide angle lens right now. Here's that main lens, there's the zoom lens, and 4K 20 is there on all of the lenses. So it's nice to have it on all three. And it looks like when you lock in to a certain lens, it sticks onto that lens. So you can't really shoot 4K. Okay, so it looks like you can go from 35 to 85. And then if I'm on 14 millimeters, I can go up to that 35 between the two. So it just kind of depends swapping between those lenses, but you do have 4K 120 on all of them. They even have video styles like authentic, textured, or if you wanted to go with a black and white look, rich, cool white. These are all customizable. You can add more. There's just a ton of different options. Also portrait video to blur the background of your subject. I don't know. Okay, so you'll see how it's just really blurring out the background once it focuses on my hand. And going into more, there's just so many more options, even a telephoto extender if you need it. And then going into Pro Video, this is an all new mode. You'll notice it's in log, you've got your LUT right there, it's on gray film. This is really cool. There's a ton of options. You can change the focus, you can change your shutter speed. Obviously that resolution can get turned up. And finally, have some flowers starting to come in. So just wanted to take a couple quick pictures and just show the detail that they have. And I'll actually post these pictures now and you can see them. I'll zoom all the way up to 230 millimeters. Jumping back into those settings, I want to talk about a couple more things. You can fully customize the OS with themes, always on display icons, and even dynamic effects. So lock screen fingerprint, you can change what that looks like. With that Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, you also have an ultra game mode where the game super resolution, depending on the games that you have installed, it can customize that. There's an esports mode, 4D game vibration as well, again, on a custom per app basis. And there's a ton more settings to dive into with Origin OS. Here's just a bunch of info about the phone with that professional imaging chip VS1 Plus. Very quickly, let's grab that included case, which does have a little bit of flexibility to it, and put it on the phone. You do lose that two-tone style, but overall, it does have some nice coverage on the buttons. Cutouts look really good overall and will also protect, you know, that camera ring. It does have some texture around that camera ring to stick with that same style. But anyways, that is it from me on the brand new Vivo X300 Ultra camera. I mean, smartphone. More to come, so be sure to click that subscribe button. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think if you're thinking about picking up one of these phones. A lot more coming soon. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.